Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Friday morning, and that can only mean one thing. I just don't know what that thing is. So we're going to hang out here, and we're going to play some 8-bit Nintendo games, and we're going to rank them. Like we always do about this time. We're building quite a list over these last... This is the 26th episode of this, which I believe, if my math is correct, means that we've been doing this for 6 months. We've been doing this for half a year. Been making this happen for half a year. It's 52 weeks in a year. 26 is half of this is with the yeah. All right. So that's pretty wild. Yeah, it does not feel like it's been half a year yet. And yeah, in those 6 months, we have ranked 184 games. That's not bad. That's a lot of games, but it's not nearly enough. Or rather, it means we're going to be doing this for a very long time, for, at a minimum, probably another, year and a half or something, right? So, I don't know. At some point, the kids will go to school, and then, maybe we can do slightly longer streams or something. Yeah, I don't know. Our top 10, gotta admit, if we stopped today, this top 10 would maybe be a little weird, but also, this would be a pretty good chunk of games here with Bionic Commando at number 1, Super Mario Brothers, Rygar, River City Ransom, Contra, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, Blaster Master, The Goonies 2, Gun.Smoke, and Super Dodgeball as our top 10 games. And then the bottom 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The bottom 10 at number 175, Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular, which is terrible. Ghostbusters, oof. Motor City Patrol, Super Pitfall, which is a game that makes me angry every time I think about it. Master Chew and the Drunkard, Hugh, I don't know, one of them. Taboo, The Sixth Sense, Chiller, which is an unlicensed video game. Back to the Future, which was an abomination. I was shocked. I was shocked to see just how bad Back to the Future was. And there's Athena, which I knew exactly how bad Athena was. And Circus Caper, which was new to me and is the worst game on the platform according to this list so far. Will we find a new bottom of the list? I think it's possible. I think it's definitely possible. So I don't know. Why don't we get into it? If you want to get into it, sign up over on Patreon. You can join at any tier. If you join the Gerstmann Advisory Panel, then you get access to posts that let you suggest video games for this show. You can help determine the order a little bit, and guide our progress through the wonderful world of science. Again, that's patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Head on over, give it a look. Get yourself some podcasts, some bonus shows, some extra stuff. Get access to the Discord, where there's been a whole lot of Xbox talk lately. Kind of in that middle period of things seem weird, but we don't know what the official story is. And it's, a lot going on in the world of video games these days, including getting these games ranked. Let's get these games ranked. They ain't going to rank themselves. What, are you going to go ask a computer to rank all the 8-bit Nintendo games? How's that going to go? It's just going to go I don't know. I heard Mario 3 was good. And then it's done. What's a computer? I hate computers. Let's get this thing a-capturing. There we go. Hi. Our first game is brought to you by me. I wanted one to just I wanted this one. I wanted to just kick it off with this one. I know people. I know some folks have suggested this game in the past, but I did not see it in the lists I was looking at today. But I know this game has come up. They say, you know, don't start the show with a showstopper, but hey, F it, right? I mean, let's just get into it with you know, some of the greatest games ever made. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Donatello. Bo. Oh! Look, it appears that Shredder has captured April O'Neil. Okay. Alright, let's play this thing. Real like a punch out sounding sound effect here. All right, we're Donatello. The map shows your position on the ground. I hate this game. The jumping feels so terrible. Suck it. I hate that there's no, and you know, you can go to the different guys here, but like there's no just like crouch attack. They all have these kind of upward, downward, and straightforward attacks. He'll hit low, you know, because he's of his sword swipe, but like, yeah, let me do an upward attack with his stupid fucking sigh. Raphael's the worst. I mean, how much do you think that how much do you think video games have affected people's affinity for the individual turtles? Because yeah, most of those games they take that bow staff and they make it damn good in just about everything. Why did I even go in there? Like here we need to cross some water, so it's clear that we... Ugh. All right, saved you. We're done. Oh. They probably should have made it so you couldn't move during that scene. I feel like originally, early days, Michelangelo was the coolest turtle because he was the most, because nunchucks are cool, and also he was the most stoned. You know what I mean. But I feel like after years of video games, and seeing the nunchucks exhibited as like these, you know, relatively fucking weak, weapons, and, you know, the games are not always great at conveying the attitude anyway. Michelangelo just... I don't need to be in this room, in here at all, do I? Like, I'll just get that pizza and just bounce. Like, there's not a key or something over here, is there? Yeah, it's just a whole pizza. So it'll refill somebody's life all the way, but... Ah! Like, you know, at least let me kill everything in one hit with these piece of shit things, you know? Like, give me something. It doesn't even feel that fast. Like, is it faster than the bow staff? Sure. These guys are on fire. Oh, right. Now we can... This weird invincibility, just like, I don't know, we just... We didn't want to make new animations, so we just made it the jump. So there's nothing here. So there's nothing here. It's a dead end. There was a boss here that I don't think you need to fight to, like, that's not like a progression thing, right? It's just like, here's the frog you've been fighting, but now it has a life bar. And now you get to go back. Like, on feel alone, this game is fucking terrible. Ow, I just smashed my ankle. Oh! And then on top of that, so it's like, it already feels bad. And then you're like, here's a bunch of dead-end levels. Fuck you. Great, well, problem solved, I guess. Is this a thing? Oh, it is. I was ready for the frog this time because I've fought one before. That's why that guy's there earlier, so you can get practice for the frog fight. Dude, the range is so bad. It's like the game already has like awkward kind of hitboxes anyway. Let me spit it in the air. Yay! That's just looks like he's going, wee! Whoopee! Yay! Wee-haw! These guys are just going to jump up and down forever. Game is terrible. Like, look at these. Like, the turtles don't look great. The enemies often look like garbage. The movement is dreadful. Yeah. I guess we don't want to lose a turtle because it'll warp us outside, and we don't want to do this bullshit again. Yay. Don't let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. You have my support. But also, apparently your support doesn't lead to us getting any turtles back. It's not like, hey, level 2, you start with the turtles. Bombs are set up in the lake find entrance. You have my support. Can you, like, get a pizza delivered to the dam? Like, can we get, like, several pizzas delivered to the dam? Or is your support just like, I'm rooting for you, guys. So much for impartial journalism. Just saying, maybe the Foot Clan has some good ideas, you know? I read an opinion piece. There's an op-ed in the New York Times, you know, that really just... maybe the Foot Clan's just misunderstood. Oh, I see. If I could just catch a ladder on these jumps, that would be... Can I do this? Nope. I gotta say, like, you know, there are people that have... this soundtrack is okay, but I don't love it. I don't know. There are a couple tracks that are pretty good, but I think when we're talking about, you know, Konami drums and, you know, what do we... Like, I think that like, it's been done better with this particular set of sound hardware and chips and add-ons and whatever. Like, there are some decent tracks in here for sure, but... This is the most patiently I've ever played this video game. Like, I've probably been about this far in this game. Oh, I should have given that to someone else. I was looking at the wrong life bar. Cool. What a cool game. What a well-made... Okay. So what I want to do, basically, is like... This is the same height, so we should... Doesn't seem like even the lightest touch of the button is not gonna avoid hitting the ceiling, so... Oh, man. I like the helpful arrow here. Like, oh! So I want to jump the distance of about 4 of those little lines. Good, good. This is going good. He doesn't even fucking one-shot those guys. It's like the most useless... Like, just from a video game design perspective, like, it doesn't feel like it is necessarily... Like, there's no power rankings in the comics, and you know, they don't necessarily go in the comics and say, well, the Psy are super weak and Raphael's garbage. Like, they don't do that. It's like, they're sharp things. He can stab fools. Like, they're effective enough. So, like, as a creator of a video game, you are then able to balance it kind of as you see fit. And they did none of that. Instead, they were like, yeah, I don't know, let's make this weapon have a fucking garbage range so that it's basically useless. And when it does hit, it's going to do less damage than some of our bigger, slower weapons do, because that's, you know, the bigger, slower weapons should do more damage. And you're like, yeah, okay. Just a disaster. fuck it. Ugh. And now, moving from strength to strength, we go from the good part of the game to the good part of the game. Is there more back this way? Because there was an area earlier where I was able to go up. Oh, of course that damages you also. Okay, this is probably, yeah, okay. I mean, all of them have no health, so this is... Oh no! I got stuck on that thing. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, there's like a current here too. That's fun. So on the way out, you have to like line yourself up perfectly to... It's a disgusting video game. Where does it start us? Okay. It's a real disgusting video game. When you think about it as like it's a licensed, it was a popular license. It was one of the, if not the first game. Did the Game Boy game come out first? We'd have to look, but like, you know, the exceptionally popular franchise, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like it'd get in a video game, and then you get your hands on it, and it's that. And it's fucking that, dude. I think that's like really kind of extra unforgivable on Konami's part or whatever. I remember having this game and being like really blown away by how fucking terrible it was. Like as a kid, just being like, this is miserable. I played a lot of that Game Boy game, which is not a good game. The Game Boy game is not great. The movement and all this other stuff feels terrible. But this game is really quite awful. And yeah, you know, eventually Konami managed to make some decent Ninja Turtles games over the years. But this, yeah, I remember getting my hands on this game and just being exceptionally disappointed with it. You know, it's a really terrible game. It's a like astoundingly, and going back to it now and kind of picking it apart and looking at some of the choices they made around just how health management works and how, you know, like all of that stuff. The movement, the way the characters jump, the way the weapons feel, the balance of damage and speed on the weapons and a lot of stuff like that. You just look at it and go like, man, there's like, with like a few better choices on that front. This is another one of those cases where I bet if someone made a ROM hack that was like, you know, hey, we're going to balance the weapon damage such that Raphael is a damage dealing machine, and maybe put a few more pizzas in some of the levels or something like that. Like you could make this okay. But I spent hours playing this thing as a kid, and probably getting about that far. You know, most of the time, before getting to a point where it's just like, I'm good. No, I don't want to do this anymore. But I spent a lot of hours on this piece of garbage, and it's every bit as bad as I remember it. So, you know, that's kind of nice that it's consistently terrible, I suppose. Not a lot of surprises here. It sucks. It just sucks. But where does that get it on our list? Is it better or worse than Willow? You know, how does it compare to Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man? I think it's worse than that. It's worse than Shadow of the Ninja. It's you know, it's worse than Akari Warriors, for sure. You'd be better off playing Gyromite with or without Rob the Robot. It's worse than Solstice, the quest for the staff of Deimnos. Is it better? Is it better or worse than Dino Wars' destruction of Spondylus? Spondylus? It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than Spelunker. It's worse than Base Wars, that's for sure. It's worse than Zen Intergalactic Ninja. It's worse than Battletoads. It's worse than Fester's Quest. It's worse than Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's better than Pinball Quest. It's better than Defenders of Dynatron City. So it's, I think where it is going to land here, and we run the math and do the science here. It's our new number 156. Congratulations to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one of the top 185 Nintendo games of all time. Congratulations to Konami. Ultra Games? Next up is a game I don't remember much about at all other than the name. You know, you just see names in magazines, and sometimes names just don't make their way. You know, you just don't end up playing them for whatever reason. You just never encounter them. You never rent them, whatever it is. Some of these games just kind of pass you by a little bit. This game, Mark suggested this one over on the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. You want to be a part of it? And this is a game from your friends at Hudson Soft. It's called The Adventures of Dino Riki? I assume Dino Riki. But for some reason, when I see it written out like that, I go, oh, Dino Riki. And I can't quite tell you why. I fired this up last night and was like very confused by it. And the type of game, like, oh, it's a vertically scrolling shooter. Ah. Like any good Hudson game, we've upgraded our weapon and now we've got a rock tied to a stick. This is basically the Minecraft of its day. Now we're... Oh, this is too fast. We've gone too far. Now we're spitting hot fire. Oh, we picked up another. This is... And now am I expected to jump? I guess probably, huh? Yeah, let's get more... Fuck it. Let's more speed. This is unpleasant to play when you move this quick. This is... Oh, jeez. So let's get more. Oh, no. Our weapon is leveled down. Ah, yes. Encino Man. All good achievements are named after Pauly Shore movies. Is this really... Fuck you. And you lose it all. Okay. Shit, motherfucker. All right. Piece of fucking. This is one of the most frustrating things I have done. I'm like shocked. We're just having ourselves a good little time here. Okay, no more speed upgrades. Nope, not. Like, this is too fast. See? See? Ah. All right, time for fun. Okay. What is that? Oh. Oh, man. If I had wings, I could fly. What, if I had this before the thing, I wouldn't have had to do any of that. Oh, and they're gone. And they're gone. That's it. That's it. That's it. The wings are gone. Are you shit? Fuck. I'm... It's like Commando. All these guys are gonna come running out of the cave at the end of the level? No, I just gotta go in. Fight is so intense they can't keep the score on screen. At least it has a background, right? I mean, they probably put some kind of jumping in every level, right? Because you can jump. So what's the point of being able to jump if they don't then make you jump? I'm curious if I can save the wings. Big fire. Oh. These little guys just walking around. They ain't hurting nobody. But Dino Riki don't care. He's just gonna unleash hell wherever he goes. Yo, I just turned into a big dude that spits other big dudes. What is this, Amagon? All my power-ups gone. At least my shots kill his shots. Makes that a lot more manageable. Well, level 2, a lot easier than level 1. Turns out. Ah! That's... like the weapons I have at my disposal there make that whole process very difficult, of crazy balls that are closing in on you to take your life. Leave me alone, balls! I don't... Balls! Be gone! Doesn't look like you can jump over enemies. Or like obstacles, right? I mean, that's a high... Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I kind of jumped over it. Oh, that's weird. Now I can't move. Or shoot, really, because I'm trapped in the side. It's weird that it lets you do that. What happens here? Okay. That's clunky. I don't know. The jumping the jumping just feels like such a half-assed part of that game. Where they were like, wait, there are 2 buttons on this controller? Shit. You can jump, man. What if we with that other game on this thing? What do they use for that button? Jump? Yeah, we can make a jump. And then it makes you, it allows you to move crazy fast, which then makes the jumping crazy difficult. It's not, it is like that part's frustrating, but like the rest of the game is just kind of, it's just kind of whatever, man. Like I don't know, it's no good. Like I think the music's not great. The enemy patterns, like thinking about it in terms of a vertical scrolling shooter, like it's kind of drab. Boss fights very straightforward. I mean, as much as it makes it easier, it's nice that you can shoot the enemy projectiles, but it just turns those boss fights into just stand there and hit them. But it's a cool idea that kind of just goes extremely unrealized. Like if they're, if the jumping was used to greater effect and felt better, maybe that would be an interesting twist on the scrolling shooter genre. But it's instead it just it feels just kind of disastrous. But not the worst thing I've ever played. Like at the same time, like I'm having a hard time staying mad at it. It's more just like, hey, that's a really shitty mechanic, and but other than that, it's kind of interesting that it's there. I don't know. It's worse than Russian Attack, that's for sure. That much is clear. It's worse than Ikari Warriors. Where are we at here? Kind of looking around. It's worse than Base Wars. It doesn't have the cool moshing, like as a, a game with cavemen type dudes in it. If it had the moshing caveman from Star Trek 25th Anniversary, it would be a much better game overall, but it does not. This is a hard one. I'm having a hard time. Like, sometimes you look at a game name and you definitively know the science speaks and says it's better or it's worse. We keep moving. But I'm having trouble, man. I'm having trouble putting this on the list. It's worse than 1942, which is weird because 1942 is not very, Oh, the roll mechanic in 1942 is better than the jumping here. So maybe that makes it a little more straightforward. It's better than Defenders of Dynatron City. But what about it's okay, it's worse than Duck Hunt, it's worse than The Karate Kid. It's worse than Adventure Island. Like if we're going Hudson for Hudson here. This is a worse game than Hudson's Adventure Island. For sure. It's worse than Fester's Quest. It's worse than RoboCop. It is worse than Renegade. Is it worse than Turtles? I mean, that's... kind of the weird thing here. Yes, it's worse than... yeah, it's worse than Turtles, but it's not... I mean... It's better than Silver Surfer. All right. Adventures of Dino Riki. Dinosaur Richard. This is government. And there we have it, our new number 159. It's no Pinball Quest. You know, I gotta say, it breaks my heart a little bit every time we see Pinball Quest this low on the list, because deep down, I'm still like, oh, Pinball Quest, what an amazing idea. That's a cool game. But the science proved, unfortunately, that that was not the case. Thanks to Mark for suggesting that one. Whew. Man. All right. Next up is one from Kevin. Here. I messed with this one a little bit last night just to try to get a sense of the controls. It's called Flight of the Intruder. From your boy Stephen P. Kuntz. $19.90. Let's play it. Oh, I hit start. Did I crash it? Did I hit start? Oh, I can pause the demo. That's not... All right, mission 1. Out here at the Gulf of Tonkin. F4 Phantoms patrol around the carrier. That's a MiG-21. Okay, that's bad, right? I don't know what... This is a movie, right? Flight of the Intruder is a film, right? I don't remember... I don't know that I've ever seen it. So in a weird twist, to make the plane take off here, I have to push left to increase thrust. And then I have to hit the B button to retract the landing gear. And now we're dogfighting. The B button controls our thrust. A is shoot. Start pauses it, so that means select must be the... Yeah. Select changes weapons. Oh! Oh! Eject. Can I eject? Okay, well, I don't... Is that a thing I need to do? Alright, let's switch to missiles. Stop fucking around here. Okay, we need to see the horizon here because I can't tell what's what. Ah. For some reason, I always want the B button to be fire, and that is fucking me up every time. Area cleared. Gunboats. In color. So it's like we can use these guns or we can use missiles, but we only have 5 missiles, and there are like 30 of these things, so... I assume that means that they're locking onto me, because it wasn't beeping before. Or did we win? What's... okay, alright. Landing zone. This will probably go fine. Is that what we were flying the whole time? Well, okay. That's not the plane I took off in, man. Let's lower our thrust, I guess. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we landed on the water. It's fine. Oh, wait. I'm a seaman apprentice. F4 Phantoms are to intercept MiGs off the coast of Wei. A6 Intruders are to bomb NVA units. It's something weird about, like, an 8-bit Nintendo Vietnam game. You know what I mean? This is like something... weird about that. I don't know. Alright, we got tone. We killed that fool. No? How about that one? Okay. Primary target. Oh, it's this again. And I can go up here, but, you know, maybe that's just if I need to dodge what they're sending my way. Maybe that's the only way to do that. The 5 below my score seems to be how many hits I can take. Well, 4, I suppose now. Gunboats! Oh, we have to do this again? This sucks. This sucks. Ah! Alright, let's figure out this landing again, I guess. Again, this doesn't look like the same plane. Uh-oh. We did it. We made it, right? Perfect. Well, we got promoted. That's great. Oh, I don't want to do mission 2 again. Let's mess with it a little bit. Like this isn't terrible. Like as far as I'm firing too early, it looks like. Okay. No. Smoked him. Top Gun's probably a better game than this. Some kind of reticle or something that said where your guns were going to hit would be a real improvement here. Because that reticle is just like, if I fire a missile, where's it going to go? It's not telling me where my shots are going to go. Uh-oh. Ah! The animations of your plane and like failing or exploding or whatever are really terrible. Like whether it's it exploding on the deck of the aircraft carrier or just like wiggling in the air here, all of that stuff's pretty terrible. Uh-oh. Okay. Aspects of this game have like an unlicensed quality to it. You know, stuff like, hey, man, we made the water green for that level so that it looks like ground. Or just like that thing of like, it's got these big weird sprites, but doesn't move well. Like it just has that feel of a bootleg video game, if you know what I mean. It's not very good. Doesn't feel great. But I was able to blow up some planes and all of that sort of stuff, and it's like functional. Here, why don't we just make this? We'll figure out where Top Gun is and work from there. This game is worse than Top Gun. I'm sorry to Stephen P. Kuntz about his story, his Vietnam video game. But Top Gun's a better game. That doesn't mean it goes right below Top Gun, though. Because Flight of the Intruder... it's pretty rough. It's no Mario Brothers. I'd say, you know, it goes below our kind of block of weird arcade ports that have ended up clustered together here. It's probably right here in this range. It is not as good as Spelunker, but it's better than a remote control. It's worse than Wood and Water Rage. It's worse than that. Even that kind of funky port of Super Off-Road is still a better thing. It's better than Mule. No, it's not. Sorry, it's not better than Mule. Mule is a better game. Conquest of the Crystal Palace is kind of a disaster, but it's, you know what? We're going to drop that. As the new number 122, Flight of the Intruder. Ugh. Thanks to Kevin for suggesting that one. Frederick suggests the next game. And, well, you know, we'll see. I don't know about, you know, some of these kids' games can be a little hit and miss. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. From your friends at Capcom? It's got apples. Oh man. We'll go Dale. All right, our cute little neighbor Mandy has lost her kitten. Our cute little neighbor Mandy has lost her kitten. This is like I don't know, it's already... I'll scatter some things of mine. I'll go on ahead and just drop a bunch of garbage around. idea. Yeah, dump a bunch of shit everywhere. Monty, why don't you and Zipper do something? I don't know, man. Track down one of those strange mechanical dogs we've been seeing in the park lately. Like, what? It's kind of out of nowhere. Like, oh, by the way. Okay, I have to remember, like, mechanically... What am I doing here? Here's one of these mechanical dogs I've heard so much about. So I can solid snake it a little bit in these boxes, but I assume that doesn't... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I assume that doesn't prevent me from taking damage, but it sure did. That's also weird. Like, do I want... Look at that. I'm assuming that plant does damage. It looks like it would. Okay, we've got a friendly bee that is murdering everyone for us. Or, rather, I'm just invincible, I guess, huh? I like to think he's waiting for enemies to get close and then just, like, slipping out with a knife and slitting their throat. Going, shh. I see. Oh! We're back here, huh? Boy. Boy, oh boy. Okay, I was right. That plant. They ever hide any health in these, or no? We found a star. Oh, that's... Can I jump down? I can. I was like, is this a good video game or a bad one? Yeah, okay, yeah, I can jump down. Okay, we're okay. Not always obvious what you can and can't stand on. Like, you can't stand on the side of that flask, but you can stand on the top. That's weird. Oh, this just, we keep it forever, but it still kills. Hey, some health. Hey. Hey! Is there a sub-screen or anything in this? Oh, we got some F. We've got a little bit of F. We've got 2 S's and 1 P. I don't know, what more would you want, I guess. Can I throw things up? That's okay. I was gonna say, that seems like if I can't do that. Oh, fat cat. Already caught your precious gad. Oh no, she was distributing garbage all around the city for me. Wait, is this... What? Is this just Bionic Commando? You know, I understand why they kind of... This thing where, like, games that do this, where it's like, you don't necessarily have a direct means of attack on... That's not... What is it? I thought that was going to be like a fun donut power-up or something. This thing where you like, he has no means of attack on his own. That it's all like, it's OSP. You know, it's full on OSP. You get sent in here with nothing. And you gotta find your weapons on the way. And by the way, your weapons are always crates. I kind of like it when the characters in games do stuff. If that makes any sense. This is neat. This is neat. I thought you would have to run on top of the faucets to make them spin, and that's why it went poorly for me the first time I tried to do this. But what the? Why did... This is fucked up, man. Decoy octopus type shit. Tough looking characters. To Zone D. Also watch out for falling iron balls. This is weird. I did not know that this game had this in it. I did not know that this game had any kind of like level select kind of thing in it. I feel like I've messed with this game off and on over the years, but, you know, never really, and I think it's because you don't, if they just had a built-in attack, I think I would probably have played more of it, but it's that thing of like, you got to pick up a thing to use a thing, or, you know, like that aspect of it, for whatever reason, always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So let's go to Zone D. Evil boxes? This changes everything. So my expectations have been subverted, so like this is... How could they do this to me? Evil Jack in the Boxes? This is twisted. A children's toy that everyone expects to be, you know, safe and inviting is now a horrific, twisted. Alright, man. No, don't want to do that, I guess. That's cool that's neat that you can turn it back on if you're just like, oh, okay. All right. Oh. Oops. Oh, I gotta... those balls seem to fall in the exact same pattern every time. That was not a... I have a boat for you to use to get across the water in Zone E. I almost fell in a hole in Zone F. Like, do I need to finish every zone, or do I just, like... just have to get to Zone G and win? Assuming that's where the casino is. Yeah, this game's likable. It's I would say it's very straightforward. Whatever. There's this boat I've heard so much about. Okay, all I can do is go. The buttons don't do anything, so... Thanks for leaving that boat. I mean, hey, you know, if she hadn't... What? Oh, weird. Yay, the hammer game! See, okay, you can't throw them down. That's the problem. I was thinking like, oh, well, I'll throw a box down at the guys when I'm going over them and give them the business. Now, this is probably like the hardest to dodge enemy pattern we've seen so far. Oh, no. Size changing pipes. This is fucked up. That guy takes multiple hits. It's like the toughest enemy in this entire game. Oh, I see. Oh, I fucked that up. I messed up your disgusting Mega Man mind games. You bastards. Oh, that's bad. That's bad for me. Apparently that's the boss of that level, or those pipes. Okay. Oh, you. Jumping when I jump. All right, yeah, just jump off the screen forever. That works for me. Oh, I can just stand on those, huh? Weird that this just like comes up so rarely. I'm just like, oh, I don't know, stack some stuff. For a second I was like, oh, does this guy want to play fun casino games with me? Should I stop and talk to him? Darby. Boss fights are weird. These boss fights are barely a thing. Yay. Wait. Fat Cat just ran off, but you can chase him with my rocket. Okay. Another one of these goddamn Disney afternoon games ending on the moon, huh? Oh. This is where the game gets real. fuck, that sucks. Like, hey, you jumped up here and there was a guy. No, trust us, he was there the whole time. Man, you really should have been watching out for that guy that wasn't there a second ago. Again with the die-in here. All right. You know, hey, the game has been too easy so far, so I guess if we're gonna take this rocket ship and go these places and do these things, you know, hey, it should ramp up at least a little bit, right? Uh-oh. God damn it. All right. Ah! That's what I get for something. Oh, stupid. Ugh. 472F. 28S. Okay. It's like, why are these here? What am I trying to stack up to reach? Maybe there's some hidden object somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Suck it, H. Watch out for the fans in Zone I. Fuck the fans. The fans go, oh, away. Okay, never mind. Got really excited for a sec there. I don't know what that dude was up to, but it was no good. This guy. Oh, shit. It's the illest shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, he took it from the back, too. There are these fans I've heard so much about. Hope I can stand on the fan. Okay, yeah. We can just stand on the fan. Oh. That's annoying because, like, you know it's gonna let up, and you need to know to not walk into the guy, but you don't know when the fans are gonna stop affecting you. But, like, is there a way to kill these fucking guys, or am I just like? I mean, I can't even really reliably jump over them. Gotta hit them low. I guess that works. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Gotta hit him low. Too high. Only got a couple more shots of this. Fuck. I mean, I guess I can... Hey! I thought the scales would work. I got all excited. All right. I get it. I get you. Okay, they're gonna always bounce back to the center to try to reassemble, so I just gotta get out here. We've reached Fat Cat's home base. Uh-oh. All right, we can still jump. Ah! Ooh. Okay, all right. You know, he's leaving health behind when he makes his runs, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Shit. Oh, I did it again. Nope, nope. Ah, fuck me. This is way easier. Again, hitting switch is always fun. Throwing stuff and... Oh. Yeah, fuck that guy. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh. Oh, darn. Okay, alright, okay. That's annoying, but, this fat motherfucker. Yeah, what do you think of that? Huh? How like that shit works. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's hard. This is a hard little section right there. it takes 2 hits to kill him, so you're kind of fucked, man. I guess I gotta just... Okay. We know there's another one of these fuckers. Oh, shit. I don't... Because that just... Yeah, alright. I just gotta be more careful. Nah, I'm more careful than that. We're fucked. We're already fucked. There's no health in any of this, right? I don't think there's... Without that third heart back, it's gonna... With how I've been doing in that sequence. See, like, it's... Because he shoots you, like he shoots the thing off and then you get hit. So it's kind of... Oh. I'm not really sure what the right move to do there is. Oh, well, now we're extra fucked. Damn it. Oh, he was on the boxes when he threw it. Ugh. That went cool. All right, well. Science. Let's talk about it. That game's cool. It's easy until it isn't. I don't know. A lot of the levels feel almost trivial, you know, like you can just kind of run through it And I suppose in a lot of ways it's kind of a kid's game. Designed for the younger audience. I think it does a better job than a lot of the other Capcom games in that vein. And we think about like Little Mermaid, I guess, specifically. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's pretty straightforward. It's a little frustrating there, that one part at the end, but hey, I think if I had like a couple more lives there, like I would have just dialed it in and gotten it done. Seems like I could have maybe lured that guy out and then, not fallen into that pit, perhaps. Maybe that would have worked. But I think that's the games where the resource is things you're picking up in the world immediately and throwing. I think Mario 2, the US Mario 2 does a good job for that stuff. But like by and large, I think that style of game is usually kind of because then you end up in a situation like that where it's just like, here's a billion boxes everywhere, just pick up whatever, except in these specific situations where we want to make sure that we're controlling how many boxes you have, so you can have to do these things a certain way and so on and so forth. Like yeah, I don't know, it's good for sure. But is it better than Kid Nicky Radical Ninja? Yes, you're right. Mario 2 works because you can pick up enemies. That is the so you're kind of like going 2 for 1 on a lot of those guys. Where you're picking up one enemy and throwing it into another one, always satisfying. Or if there's just one enemy, you just pick it up and be like, deal with it, fucker. So it's better than Little Mermaid. That's for sure. It's better than Tiny Toon Adventures. You'd take it over a Jackie Chan's action kung fu. That's for sure. Is it better than Rescue the Embassy Mission? I don't know. That's you're sniping. Yeah, it's better than that. It's better than Kid Icarus. It's better than Kid Icarus, but it's no Codename Viper. In fact, I'll go one step further here and say it's no Xanac. It's better than Life Force. It's better than Kid Icarus. Is it better than Low G-Man, the Low Gravity Man? Yeah. Yes, it is. Is it better than Muscle Tag Team, man? Yeah. I suppose so. Would you take it over a Double Dribble? If Double Dribble had the good, clean voice sample in it, maybe this would be a different story. No, it's better that the Double Dribble voice sample is all fucked up. If it was cleaner, that'd be like, I don't know, more impressive, but that's not why we're here. You want it to be Double Dribble. Is Rescue Rangers better than Willow? That's a hard one. Yeah, you take it over Willow. But scientifically speaking, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest 1? It's tempting, people love to shit on Dragon Warrior 1 and say, well, it's so straightforward. But like, it's still, Is it better than Nintendo's Tetris? All right. I think the other thing I say about Rescue Rangers is it's kind of short. You know, if that was like the last-ish level, you know, it's a little short and easy, but it still makes it too. Our number 35. It's no Tetris. You take it over a Dragon Warrior 1. Okay. Thanks to Frederick for suggesting that. Next up is a game from Ian and the folks at Namco, if I remember correctly. Why does this not work anymore? What is happening here? What is broken? Oh, I see. Sunsoft brought this over. It's called Sky Kid. I love the logo. I feel like I've seen I've played some Sky Kid. I can never quite remember what Sky Kid is. Okay. And then we have this button that loops us. Yeah. Can I shoot? Yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, we need that bomb. Well, we blew him up. The ladies were pleased anyway. It was a suit. We knew we weren't coming home from that bombing run. It's like cute chopper command or something. Get fucked. Oh, oh. Boy, they sure are close to our landing strip. Their base sure is close to our position. That's scary. War's not going well. But yeah, I believe this was in arcades, right? Oh. That's how you do it. That's how real dog fighting gets done. You do a sick loop. Why is the sun so fucking... everyone hates war. The sun is not happy. I assume that once I have the bomb, I can't do any loops without dropping the bomb. Hopefully that was what I was supposed to blow up. It seemed like a big target. The ladies are pleased. Landing way easier than Top Gun here. Oh! Ah. Saved it. I wish you could get more shots in more reliably during the loop. Like, it's hard to time that. I didn't... Well, yeah. I gave him the business. Kamikaze run. I didn't even see the bomb that time. I assume this is 2-player and not some kind of like, yeah. Get fucked, Max. Oh, see, it's Red Baron and Blue Max. Isn't that that's a thing? You know, look at that. How lovable. These murderers. These filthy warmongers. Oh, God. Max didn't make it. I shot those ladies and they turned into, what, seals or something. I don't know. Oh, man. This is cool. You know, like the arcade game, I've played it a few times. You know, it's obviously a little more accomplished than this in some ways. It's been a bit since I played it. But like conceptually, like the you know, in some ways it is kind of a horizontal scrolling 1942. You do have a roll to get out of the way. Oh, did I miss the bomb? I thought it beeped when the bomb was there. Oh, no, here it is. War is hell. These ones aren't having it. Ah! I like that you can occasionally mash your way out of that and recover. That's cool. I'll say I don't necessarily love the color palette. The color of the sky and stuff. Like the whole thing's a little. Oh! Didn't have the bomb. Had to give him the business. I assume if you don't do that, it must loop around and give you another shot at getting a bomb, like it was Altered Beast or something. don't know, like a straightforward arcade port, but it's I like the feel of it. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's got some cool shit. I don't know. But yeah, hey, the arcade original obviously is a better game. In a couple of different ways, but Sky Kid, as far as like arcade style games go on the platform, like you kind of end up in that. It's that same argument every time in a lot of ways of just like, hey, this game is going to cost as much money as, a lot of the deeper and richer experiences that surround it. Even in the early days of the platform, you still had games that were, extending beyond what arcade games would do as far as adventure games and length and, just like a lot of stuff like that. And so I think it makes games like Sky Kid and Donkey Kong and, and a lot of that other stuff. Like, I think that it just makes it hard to, justify those purchases. And like I've talked about, I think that's a thing that dogged the home video game market for as long as there were still arcades, all the way up into the Dreamcast era when it was Midway trying to find ways to add modes to NBA Jam and NFL Blitz and stuff like that, to find ways to make those games make more sense at home than they would otherwise, with, mixed results. And so I tend to prefer it when we see these games that started in arcades that made their way home eventually, like Commando and even something like Akari Warriors, which kind of extends beyond, what that arcade game did, even if it is way worse than that arcade game. It's weird because you could envision what was if you took Sky Kid and wanted to extend it beyond this like very simple level-based game, you could probably do some pretty cool shit. But alas, here we go. Arcade games are awesome when you can play them for a quarter or perhaps even 50 cents. And there's certainly a novelty to having arcade games at home because you no longer have to do that. But, it becomes a weird comparison, right? And so when they port these games home and don't really do much to them, it's kind of the worst of both worlds. It's like, here's this game that is meant to be this quick, small experience that, you play at a stand-up cabinet, but it's home and it's this and that. So it just, the bar becomes a lot higher. So scientifically speaking, it's no Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. Like, I don't want, the reason I'm sluggish on this is because I don't want to just automatically cram arcade ports right here into the middle of this like Spy Hunter to Elevator Action belt of like mostly games like the ones we were just talking about, like I want to think it through and not just toss it in there. The science demands it. So I'd take a Sky Kid over a baseball and take it over a Spy Hunter. I would take it over a lot of these, honestly. It's no Scoon. It's not as good as Excite Bike. It's Cabal is a pretty good home port of a, like, they did some nice stuff with Cabal, I'll say. You know, there's no elevator action. Elevator action probably ends up being one of my favorite arcade games of that era. Because it's fucking cool. And you can jump kick the dudes. All right. So where this goes is right there. And we will call it our new number 94. You take it over a Mario Brothers, but it's no Maniac Mansion. Even a questionable port of Maniac Mansion. I remember when I had discovered that there was a sequel to Elevator Action, and it was on the Saturn. I didn't know that there was an arcade game. I had never seen it or anything like that. I just remember I would look at the NCS homepage every couple of days because that was really the number one import shop for ordering imports online. And I remember seeing like, hey, here's what we just got in this week. It's Elevator Action Returns for the Saturn. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? They made a fucking goddamn fucking sequel to fucking Elevator fucking Action. And so I immediately spent GameSpot's freelance budget, or import game budget on importing a copy of Elevator Action Returns, which I have in the garage now. And it's a fantastic video game. And it's a fantastic, and it's a good port of it, you know, that adds some load times and some other stuff like that. But, you know, it's a quality port of that arcade game, for sure. I had a similar reaction when I saw that there was like an Assault Suit Lanos 2, a Target Earth 2. A similar reaction of just like, well, I'm going to buy and expense one of these. God damn it. That game was a little more difficult to play at the time due to the language barrier. But it is still pretty playable. Michael has suggested a game that I meant to look up before we started to make sure it still exists because I have a hard time believing it does. It does. This is a Nintendo. This game came out on the NES. This is a game. Michael, you have suggested a. All right, here we go. It's called Swamp Thing. 1992 from your friends at THQ. There he is. It's the Swampster. Swampo. Deep in the swamps and bayous. Just hanging out in the swamp. I'm a biochemist. Okay, it'll restore. Okay, plant growth in the barren areas of the earth. That's noble. His hope was to be able to eliminate world hunger. Well, you did it, I'm sure. This is. Oh no, the evil and twisted scientist, Dr. Anton Arcane. He's got a cane, so arcane, right? That's what that is. Hey, what's up? Check out my cane, it's got a skull. Hey, are you even looking? Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. Dude. Yeah. Check out my cane. I'm gonna blow up your lab. It's not enough that I steal the formula. I must also blow up the lab. Oh, God. Set Holland's body aflame. This is, okay. This is still got the Nintendo seal of approval here. You get a burning body running out of a barn. Okay, as Holland threw himself into the murky swamp. Something strange began to happen. Okay, the formula in Holland's body interacted with surrounding organic matter. Okay, great. And from the waters arose the massive Swamp Thing. Swampy. Hey, what's up? Do you want to, Glenn Schofield. So this is, yeah, you see a pretty direct lineage from this to the Callisto Protocol, right? He made this game, and then in the back of his mind, he was always like, I'm gonna... The amount of formula I have stolen is too small. If I can capture Swamp Thing and unlock his secrets and give him sweet kisses. It was released 10 years after the movie? Wow. That's, yeah. Okay. Dr. Demo. You are the first of my allies I call upon. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. Okay, mechanical minions, ghostly comrades. This is fucking... Yeah, is it Dr. Demento? It's going to fade up on him. He's going to be like, I give it 2 squeaks. This is the funniest of them all. Whenever I think of Dr. Demento, you think of Weird Al. I think that's kind of in the more modern appraisal. I am Dr. Demo. Oh my God. And I think of my friend Logan Whitehurst, who had some songs played on Dr. Demento and has since passed away. But I also think of that song Fish Heads, and how as a child that song creeped me out. Okay, we took damage from that thing, but not... Okay. Look at how short his fist is. What? No crouch punch. He stands up to... Was that a hamburger? Okay, moves faster when jumping. There's your speedrun tactics. Can I jump on this thing's head? No. And then he blinks and he's dead. So there's no... I have no way to punch low. It's a big fish. No? Swamp Thing does not want to harm the fish. Is that a projectile attack of some kind? Yes. Can I shoot it low? Still no. Hey guys, what's going on in there? Can I come in? Whoa! Why are there an infinite number of knives flying out of that door? I like that I can crouch jump. It's like Half-Life. Oh. These knives go both ways. Ah, the knives. This movement feels really awkward. There's something about, like, so as you're jumping, there's a weird acceleration that takes place after you've been holding the direction for a while. Like, you ramp up in horizontal speed mid-jump. And, it doesn't feel great. Can I stand on that guy's head? Is that what the... Is that how I collect those other things that were back there? Oh, well. I mean, I can't attack the fish, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here to actually not take damage there. Great. Oh. That fish is just gone. Oh. Swamp Thing is his. He's got Chuggo's staff. This really sucks. Like, I'm impressed with it, you know, in a sick way. I'm just like really? Ugh. No. And now I'm just mistiming everything, and I've lost my verve for Swamp Thing. All right. Ah! $1992. 1992. Like, forget the technology, forget the part where, you know, the way it looks and sounds and some of that, you know, the craft of that part of it. And instead think about the number of video games that had shipped on this platform and the next platforms by 1992 that you could have looked at and played and thought like, oh, that's like an engaging way to control a character, and that works. And like things that this game doesn't do that it could. Like it's really crazy. Like, you start to wonder at that point, like, okay, well, you know, was it just like such a low budget endeavor that like who cares, and they're just like farting this out, and it's like they're like, it's 1992 and THQ gave us $9 to make a Swamp Thing game because they spent the other $12 on the Swamp Thing license. I must be able to stand on that thing's head. Like the range on the punch, the lack of projectile, you know, this like, you got 6 of these fucking things, make them count. Do you think someone was just like bored at work one day and they're like, dude, check it out, I made it so like these weird big knives fly out of this doorway? Isn't that crazy? And they're like, oh, sick. You put that in. We should put that in. Really? I don't, you know, all right. Something about the knives coming out of the doorway give this game a very, United Kingdom vibe. A very ZX Spectrum vibe of just like, I don't know, fuck it. There's just a bunch of weird shit happening on the screen all the time. Here's a bunch of robot mice. Also knives. Ugh. What the fuck? Now this is warped. What the fuck is that? I like that it has a nice long scroll to make you think like, oh, okay, this must be I must be going underground for this part of the level because that jump looked way too long to make. So naturally, there's no, you cannot make that jump. You cannot make that jump. Swamp Thing is mine. This is really a dreadful thing. This is especially if you attempt to account for its time of release. Like if you think about 1992, and what else was coming out in just video games, generally speaking, in 1992, the idea of this Swamp Thing game is wow. But let's compare it to other games on the 8-bit Nintendo Entertainment System, where it is bad. Maybe one of the worst feeling things I've played in the last 6 months of us doing this. Let's think about it here. It's worse than Bad Dudes, for sure. Worse than RoboCop. It's worse than Silver Surfer. It's way worse than Roller Games. It's worse than that garbage version of Tubin. Oh, makes me sad every time. It's worse than the Black Bass USA. I mean, it doesn't even have anyone going, yo, dude. So it's like clearly worse than Skate or Die 2. I would definitely rather play Deadly Towers. Yeah. All right. It's worse than Ghostbusters. It's worse than Motor City Patrol. Like, Super Pitfall is a terrible video game, but at least it has like a world. It has like multiple directions you can go in. You know, like it's worse than Super Pitfall. It's worse than Master Chew and the Drunkard Hugh, which I keep thinking about going back to and getting the rest of the retro achievements for. But I would never do that for this. Swamp Thing is I'm blown away. I can't believe what we're looking at. Like that. They made a Swamp Thing game for the NES in 92. And everybody, like, okay, Swamp Thing is probably a slow guy. He's in a swamp. He's a slow. But like the slow movement, the weird acceleration on the jumps, the tiny range on the punch, you can't crouch and punch. And they put a bunch of short mechanical rats that you just can't hit unless you can get on a ledge below them. And like active decisions were made that made this the game that it is. It is oh man. It's not as bad as Back to the Future. Is it better or worse than Chiller? Chiller's good for a laugh, if nothing else. Chiller's ridiculous. Chiller. Chiller's just a handful of stages, and you just got to shoot these bad targets. It's not a great light gun game. Swamp Thing is actively oppressive in its movement. Everything about the speed, everything about the way. Like, there's nothing fun or funny about Swamp Thing. There's nothing about it that you can go like, well, it's garbage, but at least it's like the unlicensed nature of Chiller and the way that they kind of made a weird, creepy slasher film kind of thing gives it a little something. Fuck, man, maybe Swamp Thing is worse than Back to the Future. Ugh. All right, there you have it. Wow. Swamp Thing. It's our new number 188. I am shocked that I don't know, man. There are a lot of games to go, right? So all these top 10s, bottom 10s will be in flux. But I can't say that I came in today thinking, well, one of these games is definitely going to be one of the 10 worst games on the list so far. But Swamp Thing is impossibly fucked, man. I can't. I'm blown away. I am blown away by Swamp Thing. That'd be a fun interview with like a Glenn Schofield or like Dan Kitchen, someone who worked on Swamp Thing. Like, hey, do you even remember working on this, or were you just like cranking out games so quickly there at the end for THQ on this platform that you were just like, fucking, I don't know, man. Does it crash? No. Awesome. So there you have it. Congratulations to Swamp Thing and all of our games from today. Remember, if you want to suggest games for the list and influence the order of this nightmare, to suggest more Swamp Thing-esque games, you can go over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. I believe, dopeassvideogames.com will still get you there as well. So you can get to the Patreon that way too. Be back next week with the podcast. Big weird week next week with whatever this Xbox stuff ends up being. We don't know what day they're going to announce whatever they're going to announce, but that is supposed to happen next week. And, with any luck, it'll happen before the podcast. That'd be nice. But my guess is it won't. But we'll be back next week with more stuff. And another batch of 8-bit Nintendo games on Friday. Holy smokes. They can't. I'd be hard pressed if they can't be all. They can't be worse than Swamp Thing. I mean, they could be, but hopefully. Whew. Wow.